I already know what it is. That big dog Geno Gallardo. Nigga better act like they know what the fuck going on. I'm rocking with Glory Radio, you know. Introverted ways on the way out, little bitch.
Are we sitting here with Geno Gallardo? What's up, man?
Why? This is boy Geno Gallardo. You know, y'all can follow me on all social media at I am Geno Gallardo. Tap into the music, tap into the videos, tap into everything, you know. You did.
So for those that don't know you, like, where are you from?
I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana, downtown, Ninth Wall. You know, after Hurricane Katrina, moved out here in Houston, so it's my second home in North Side.
Yeah. So being from New Orleans, like, is that the music that like orchestrated who you are, like today, like the type of artist you are?
Yeah, really. Because, you know, growing up when I was a kid, you know, saying, you know, really being a product of your environment. Yeah. I just seeing that shit on the daily, so it's just shit to talk about now, but back then.
Who was that one rapper for you growing up that you can say, like, really, I don't want to say like brought you to rap, but like made you like the music?
First, it was my family, my uncle, my big brother, and them, you know, they were trying to take a snag at it. But really, a rapper was, you know, Soulja Slim. Rest in peace, Soulja Slim. I looked up to Soulja Slim, looked up to Lil Wayne, you know.
People, like, what do you think Soulja Slim brought to the game that nobody else brought to the game?
Soulja Slim, he brought, I don't know, he had that real shit like that, authentic shit, like ain't sugarcoating nothing. He gonna get it to you raw. That's just how it was.
So moving to Houston, how was it when you first got to Houston? After what you just went through?
Shit, moving to Houston, that shit really ain't hit me until years later, cause like a couple years passed by, I'm like, nah, this is a fucking dream. I'm gonna wake up at any moment. I'm still gonna be back in New Orleans. But you know, it was different trying to adapt, cause coming out here is way different from New Orleans. Like different hospitality, different food, different lingo. So I come out here talking about New Orleans lingo. And like, what the fuck you talking about? What?
How long did it take you to get like used to it? Like used to being in a different like state? Like,
shit, probably a couple years. A couple years ago. You know, I ain't like it when I first came out. I ain't gonna lie.
Why you ain't like it?
Because I don't know, it's different. I live in New Orleans half of my life. I'm out there my whole life. And then all of a sudden I gotta move to Texas. And like a whole week span. And settled in the school and all that. So
in the span of a week?
Yeah.
Damn.
The hurricane hit 1 week, and the next week I was going to school in Fort Worth somewhere. So
damn.
I went there for like 3, 4, 5 days. Then I moved to Houston.
That's crazy.
So that was like within like 2 weeks.
So when you got to Houston, at what point did you start doing music heavy?
Well, I started recording when I was like about 15.
You
know, I started off on a little rock band microphone.
And were you like rapping, not to cut you off, were you like rapping with like a group, or were you just by yourself?
I was rapping with a group. It was, you know, I was rapping with a group, but it wasn't that. It was when I first started off with my dog Tanner. Shout out to Tanner. So man, here we were just sending songs back and forth. Damn near every day. Every day I'm like, son, I got a song I want you to jump on. I emailed it to him. He'll email that bit right back the same day. And I do the same. And, you know, we started out with our first mixtape like that.
You remember the name?
Yeah, one of them was The Movement. And one of them was Out of Sight. That was the first mixtapes I ever dropped.
So
shout out my dog Tanner.
Do you look at it? Do you go back and listen to them now and like critique yourself, or just do you like it? Like,
I go back and listen.
Yeah.
I was a young nigga, so I was starting out.
So when did you know that you was like, you wanted to be like an artist? Like, I don't want to be shit else. I want to be like a rapper. I want to be an artist.
I think it was like after I did my first show.
Yeah.
You know, when I did my first show on stage, I'm like, man, love this shit. This shit, you know, I could do this shit.
Yeah.
You know, it ain't hard. You gotta put in the work, put in the, you know, the groundwork.
Yeah. It's performing like. How was your first performance? Were you nervous?
I ain't gonna lie, I was. Cause, you know, I don't even like to be in front of crowds like that. I don't even like to be around people.
Yeah.
But it was different. Like, I gotta stand on stage and perform my music in front of everybody.
Yeah.
And that shit, I'm like, so I was kind of nervous because I'm like, damn, I wonder if they like it or not. But over time, I learned not to care about that shit.
Yeah.
I just do me.
So, what do you feel like you bring to the rap game, like lyric wise?
You know, I'm actually putting out words. I ain't just mumbling and humming on the track.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm just making music for the streets and shit, making music for people who really can feel it. Not no dripping designer shit, but real shit that's gonna be shit that happened forever. So that shit'll be longevity. Niggas will listen to that like 10, 15 years from now, cause you know somebody gonna be going through that.
Yeah. Do you feel it's more important to be heard on the streets or on the radio?
I mean, it depends what kind of perspective you trying to go at it. If you trying to get, you know, trying to be this mainstream pop artist in the radio, but if you trying to, you know, actually make people feel you, then shit, I'd rather the streets, cause you know the streets gonna always be the streets. The radio, they just play what's popping at the moment.
Yeah.
Really.
So how do you navigate turning away from that? Not trying to, because I know certain artists go through this where they feel like, damn, I don't got nothing else. You know what I'm saying? So I'm finna just start making these different type of records that are like fad type records, like just off the wall stuff, like doing crazy shit on the song and shit like that. Like, how do you stay your lane, like, and still make it in this game?
I feel like I just gotta be myself. I ain't trying to do nothing to impress the public, really.
Yeah.
I'm just, you know, I just go in there, make the music according to the mood.
Yeah.
You know, shit, my time gonna come, you know. I actually got out there and did the groundwork and shit, you know.
Yeah.
I can say I did the groundwork. A lot of people ain't do the groundwork. They expecting to blow out the internet.
Yeah.
So they'll rather just go ahead and do some wild shit or crash out on some shit.
Yeah.
But if you get out there in the streets, you doing hand-to-hand transaction, that shit lasts longer.
Yeah.
Cause they gonna always remember you. And when you make it, they gonna be like, damn, I met that man. I met that man. He was really out there.
And when you say groundwork,
that's like you really out there promoting yourself. Whether it's selling CDs, passing out posters, passing out flyers, you know, of your music, or whatever. CDs, hard drive, flash drive, lighters, you could do whatever. Put your brand on that shit.
Yeah.
And you know, just really gotta talk to the people.
Yeah.
People out there, they gonna, you know, just gotta have your shit together.
And do you have any advice to the younger artists, like the younger artists that's coming up, like that has your lane and they got one foot in and one foot out? Like, how do they stay focused?
I mean, really, you just gotta figure out what's best for you. You gotta focus on what you're gonna focus on. And if you're gonna focus on the music, just focus on the music. You know, keep your head in it, really. Mm-hmm. And just put in the work.
How do you navigate being an artist from out of town and now you're in a different city and you're trying to make it in a rap game?
I mean, it's either they gonna fuck with it or not fuck with it. I'm still gonna do my thing. In my second home, so I know, you know, what to do, you know. Yeah. What to maneuver, how to get this shit out there. Yeah. Shit, I sold over 5,000 copies of my music in Houston.
Yeah. So, and that's that groundwork you're talking about, right? Yeah. So, and people respect that when they see you. They don't want you to just, hey, listen to my music. Yeah, you got to talk to the people. Yeah. You got to tell them about your product. Tell them why you're doing this. Tell them what you're doing, you know. And, you know, you make it happen like that. Yeah. So, is there like any like producers you like working with the most, or just
my dog Taliban Kid #1 for sure.
Yeah.
And real Lil Smoke, I fuck with Lil Smoke. You know, he got that pressure too.
Yeah. You know? And what type of like when you in your zone and you rapping, like what type of beat needs to go with like your zone? Like
It just depends on the mood I'm in, really. Cause I could be in my aggressive mood, or I could be in my, let me talk to the streets real quick. Let me talk to the people. Let me tell them how I'm feeling, or what I'm going through at the moment.
How easy is it for you to just go out and when you go in the booth, just pour all that out that you're going through, like right now at the time, like, or just at any time? How is it easy to get it out, or is it like hard? Like you gotta
I mean, it really depends on the mood. I ain't gonna say it's easy because it ain't always easy. Really, I'm an introvert, so sometimes I don't even really know what to say, really. So it ain't really easy, and then it ain't hard. It just depends on the mood. It depends how I'm feeling that day. If I'm feeling amped up, man, I'm about to go in that bitch, Probably going, So let me hop on that bitch, do that, finish that. Oh, pull up another one. Let me hop on that bitch. And some days I have my slow days in that bitch. Well, I don't just stuck on something, but I don't like to be stuck on it too long. If I feel like I'm stuck, I'm just gonna try to move on to the next song.
Do you have any like artists that you fuck with that's out here right now, like that you fuck with, like on a personal level?
AWOL Cartel, all the artists on AWOL Cartel. Shout out Yo. Shout out, everybody on, everybody on the team. Shout out my dog TK, Taliban.
And how important is coming into the game with your own label instead of like reaching up for a deal?
Because they can't. Basically, they can't live above me. Cause, I bring something to the table. Really, got my shit together on the business side. They see that they can see they ain't dealing with anybody who just hungry for a deal. Ain't hungry for no deal.
And I think that's what a lot of artists they mess up at. They just want that deal.
Chasing no deal. That's if the right opportunity come by, then we'll take that. But we gonna put in this work, and
what would the right deal like take, or what would they have to come with, like just not even on no money or anything, just like what they could do for you that you can't do for yourself, because like you said, you put the groundwork in.
I mean, the only thing they could do for me is reach me to a bigger audience. Just reach me to a bigger audience, put me in the door. I got it from them.
Do you have like a mixtape coming out or an album or anything?
I got the album coming out, Integrated Ways. That's that, And I got, I'm thinking about dropping Geno season, category 2. The people wait right now. So get that up out there, and after that, definitely gonna drop that Integrated Ways.
Like, what do you think, like, to date is your best work, like, in like a mixtape or album, like, setting, like?
Probably Integrated Ways.
And that's the one you're working on right now.
That's the one I'm working on right now. Really, it's done, but I'm just adding some final touch-ups or whatever.
And why is it so much? Why do you think it's so better than the other ones? Not even so much better, or why is this one so much important?
Because it ain't just a mixtape. I got mixtapes, and I got albums, On the album, Integrated Ways, I'm really getting into shit that I ain't even speak on, and that I ain't never speak on really. That I don't really talk a lot. So I'm just really telling a couple stories inside this album.
All right. What's your why? Like, say you in the booth and you drawing blanks. Like, do you have something you look to that you gotta grind for hard, that you gotta make it for?
Really, my family and my team. I gotta. I can't be living a regular life. I mean, it ain't nothing wrong with no regular life, but I want more. I want $1 million. I can't get that going clocking that work.
Once you reach the height that you want to reach, what do you want the youngins to feed off you? Like, what do you want them to see from you, like, or learn from you, rather?
I just hope they taking the grind that I be giving out game about the grind and shit, putting them up on game. How to do this shit right, really. I mean, I ain't got it all the way figured out, but I know something that somebody else don't know, so I pass it down to them, hoping they take it in. I ain't never had nobody put me up on a game when I was trying to do this shit when I first started. I ain't had nobody in my head telling me do this, do that. You know.
Yeah.
I had to figure it out.
Yeah. Man. Well, that's all my questions, man. That's all I got for you, Geno Gallardo. Tell the people where they can reach you at and all your social media.
Y'all can reach me on Instagram at I am Geno Gallardo. Y'all can find me on Facebook at I am Geno Gallardo. I would say Twitter, but Twitter fucking suspended my account for no reason. I don't know why, because I don't be on that bit bullshit. I don't be doing none of that. You know. Twitter, why y'all did that?
Hashtag get Geno back his Twitter.
Give me back my Twitter, man. Y'all help me give me back my Twitter. I am Geno Gallardo. Tell them people I ain't do nothing bad. I ain't even like that. I ain't even wilding out on the internet.
And do you want to give anybody a shout out before we get out of here?
You know, shout out to the whole AWA cartel, you know. Shout out to y'all. We gonna get it to the top. You know. Yeah.
Been in the water, we ain't what a name. Come from the bottom, we're stripping them gators. I put 100 in the chopper, and left my thumb with some bruises. My clip be low like a